So this is lesson number 10. We've hit the end here. And that lesson is get the best value you can for every dollar that you're going to spend or borrow to get a college education. Now, when it comes to college education, there's a few preliminary things that I always talk about. One, is college right for you? Because it's not right for everyone. So you have to make a determination as to whether college is right for you. Look at things like your aptitude, your work ethic, your academic success, and so forth. And understand, okay, that there are a lot of college graduates out there working at $23,000 a year jobs with $60,000, $70,000 of student loan debt. And on the other hand, there's many ambitious, hardworking plumbers and electricians making $125,000 a year. They didn't spend that money to go to school, and they don't have that debt. So make that determination. Second, when you've decided that college is for you, you've got to look at things with your counselors and your family, like 2+2 programs, ROTC programs, work-study, co-op, all of those things, living at home, all of those things, scholarships and so forth, to see what you can do to minimize that debt or minimize the cost of that education. And then once you've done all that and you've got the perfect place to go where you think you're going to get a good education and good value for every dollar you spend or borrow, here are my 6 lessons. Number 1, graduate in the top 25% of your class or your program because it is so competitive out there. You can't afford not to do that. 2, graduate on time. Do you know last time I checked, only 56% of college students in 4-year programs graduated on time? They're on this 5 or 6 year track. But every day you're there more than on time for your program is more you're going to spend and borrow, and you're not getting any more for it. So graduate on time, but it's not going to be that easy because schools don't staff up for 4 years anymore because they can look at the statistic and they're just a business. And by the way, if nobody's told you this, I'm telling you, colleges and universities now are not places of education. They're just businesses. You may happen to get an education there, but that's not what they're about. They're about a business, and they're not going to staff up for 4 years. So you got to be on top of that college catalog, and you've got to find a track and a roadmap out of there on time. It won't be easy. Number 3, if you're going to have student loan debt, if there's nothing wrong with the cost these days, just want to minimize it, your student loan payment when you graduate should not be more than 10 to 15% of your income. Your monthly income. How do you know that? You research. What do chemical engineers in the Northeast make for the first 5 years of their career? Not their whole career, because that skews it. And so you'll have a fighting chance every time you check that every semester. If you change majors, if you decide you're going to go on the West Coast instead of the East Coast, keep updating that. You'll have a fighting chance. You'll be that business like the colleges are, and you'll have a fighting chance. 4th, never use student loan debt for lifestyle. Not so you can go to more concerts, not so you can go to Cancun for spring break, just room, board, tuition, or the equivalent. I actually had this happen to me. I was doing a presentation, and the principal of the school sat in on it. And afterwards, he came up to me, and he raised his hand, and I said, okay, what's going on? He said, I am one of those idiots who literally use student loan money to go to Cancun on spring break, and I've regretted it ever since. Just room, board, tuition, or the equivalent. Number 5, if you're going to have student loan debt, do not have credit card debt. On top of it, it will bury you, and it will affect your career and lifestyle choices forever. And last, when you get out of school and you have student loan debt, and you're not in some sort of forgiveness program or whatever, do everything you can to make some sacrifices to pay off those loans as quickly as possible so that they will not be an albatross around your neck and affect your career and lifestyle choices for any longer than they have to. So that's our top 10 lessons. I hope you'll take them to heart, take them home, discuss them with your family, and make sure that you can have a good financial future and a good future in general by being in charge of your finances and being in control of them. Thank you.